You know, it's good to get out once in a while and relax. I'm glad I booked this cabin trip for the holidays. Yeah, this is living. No work, no stress, no pikes trying to murder us. And it gives us a chance to actually get to know each other better. Like, I never really asked you why you put your videos up on Fridays like you do as of late.
Well, there's a really simple reason for that.
And that is...
I hate Mondays. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Christmas Cabin. It's the Koopa Man, and today we're going to talk about a certain comic strip's Christmas special. Nope, not Charlie Brown. You see, there's a comic strip that's as popular, if not more popular, than the world of Peanuts, and that's Garfield. Created by cartoonist Jim Davis and made to be a sort of semi-autobiographical gag-a-day strip, Garfield was about a man named John Arbuckle, who was loosely based on Davis himself, and his pet cat Garfield, who he based on a number of cats he had growing up. John was a cartoonist who came to the big city from his farm and country background, looking to make his big break, while Garfield, his cat, would think up snarky wise lines or try to eat his food. It was a simple premise with not that much fuss or frill, or attempts to shove political agendas down your throats like, say, Doonesbury, or like we like to call it, retard hippie propaganda. In fact, Davis himself said he didn't like people shoving politics into comics because politics are fleeting. Maybe Marvel could learn a few lessons from him. Like with Peanuts, as time went on, Garfield began to evolve as a strip, and the character himself would eventually become more anthropomorphized like Snoopy. The slapstick got sillier, the lasagna binges got bigger, and eventually John got a dumb dog to play off Garfield's wise guy catchstick, Odie. Heck, the strip even made it into being a sort of internet meme when editor Dan Walsh would edit Garfield out of the strip entirely to make it look like John was just talking to himself in the webcomic Garfield minus Garfield. And the internet would go even further by adding a real cat, or even former President James A. Garfield. Like with Peanuts, it eventually got popular enough to get TV specials made for it, starting with Here Comes Garfield from 1983, and Garfield in the Rough from 1984 even won an Academy Award for Outstanding Animated Program. Of course, a Christmas special would be an eventuality, as Peanuts did start the tradition that many a comic strip inevitably follows, which leads us to today's topic, A Garfield Christmas. Produced for the Christmas season of 1987, networks would air this special as a companion to the classic Peanuts Christmas special until the year 2000. Though it wasn't the first Garfield special to be based around the holiday, that honor would go to Garfield's Halloween Adventure. The success of both specials would eventually lead to a third special for Thanksgiving being produced, creating a sort of trilogy. This special opens up on Christmas morning, where John leads Garfield with copious amounts of lasagna to his present. A magical robot Santa that'll give him anything he wishes, leading to this opening title segment. Yeah, this special is a lot more musical than the Peanuts one, and the soundtrack is an absolute bop too. It turns out it's all a dream though, and not only is it not Christmas morning yet, but John will be taking Garfield and Odie to his parents' farm for the holidays. Like Davis, John Arbuckle originally comes from rural Indiana, and they'll be headed there to meet Ma, Pa, Grandma, and his brother Doc Boy. Garfield's less than ecstatic though.
I think the best part is watching the faces of children and sharing the memories of being a child at Christmas. I remember when my brother Doc Boy and I were little.
Oh, brother, here we go again.
Dad would chop down the tree.
Chores.
Mom would fix up the meal.
Work.
Doc Boy would get in the way.
Fighting. Big fat hairy deal.
They arrive, and we meet Mom Pa Arbuckle, voiced by Pat Harrington and Julia Payne, Doc Boy, voiced by David Lander, most famous for his role of Squiggy on Laverne and Shirley, and of course, Grandma Arbuckle, played by the legendary Pat Carroll, voice of Ursula in The Little Mermaid, as well as appearing in several famous TV shows like Laverne and Shirley, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Carol Burnett Show, Love American Style, The Love Boat, and many others. Garfield and Grandma pretty much immediately hit it off as we cut to dinner preparation. John and Odie and Garfield head outside while Granny heads in to check on the sausage gravy. Yeah, that's the stuff. Could use a bit more pepper though. Garfield comes in for a taste and his mouth bursts into flame from all the extra chili. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't proper sawmill gravy till it bites back. Meanwhile, we see Odie is up to something in the barn, but we aren't sure what. Anyway, cut to the family around the table for dinner, but not before saying grace. Back when you were allowed to acknowledge Jesus on TV. Oh, the return to those days. Then it's time to decorate the Christmas tree. Was that a thing back before the 90s? I wouldn't know. Did people wait till Christmas Eve to decorate their Christmas tree? You see it so much more in specials when in real life it's next to impossible to get a decent tree from a dealer anymore after the 10th. Oh well, remind me to ask Gonzalez later.
Hey, don't ask me. I only know about Life Day.
What's Life Day?
Trust me, you'll be happier not knowing.
Okay then. Anyway, here's another song.
Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy...
Scoot over, sonny boy. Let old Grandma take a whack at that. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Whoop, whoop, bidoop, bidoop, bidoop. Well, what do you think, dearie?
That was interesting.
Well, you better not touch those ivories until they've had a chance to cool down for a while. Ha, ha! Get on down. Chico, Chico.
Guess those piano lessons didn't really stick, but at least Grandma saves it at the end. Speaking of, I'll showcase this one scene and let it speak for itself.
Why, hello, Garfield. How did you know I needed a kitty in my lap?
Wild guess.
Since Grandpa passed on, I've whiled away many a lonely hour rocking and stroking my cats.
I envy those cats.
Grandpa was a proud man, a strong man. He was a good provider. We never had much money, but we always had plenty of food on the table. And he always made something special for me and each of the children at Christmas. Men like him didn't feel like they could show much affection outwardly to the children, but on Christmas, it was okay. He always pretended not to be excited on Christmas morning, but his eyes gave him away. I think it was his favorite day of the year. Sometimes I wake up in the night and I can still feel his strong arms around me. This is the night I miss him the most.
Dang, who knew you could get such a tender moment from a special about the Lasagna Cat? Garfield is so moved by this story, he actually wants to do something special for Grandma Arbuckle, while Odie continues to do whatever he's doing in the barn. And we get this peculiar number.
You can never find out help when you need one. When you got to get that toy beneath the tree.
Yeah, when an elf is what you need, his energy, his speed, there never seems to be one who's free.
Then comes that magical moment
So the story goes on Christmas Eve.
when elves and other weirdos
Think it's better to give than receive. Seems you can never find an elf when you need one, and you don't know what you're gonna do.
But if you believe the magic of Christmas Eve, then one finds you.
It's a pretty odd song, but we do get to see a bit more of Odie's planning, as well as seeing Garfield stumble onto something while he's out in the barn. Christmas morning comes, and Garfield surprises everyone when he gives Granny what he found in the barn, which turns out to be old letters from Grandpa when they were still courting. Oh, how sweet. And Odie gives Garfield a present too, a homemade cat scratcher. We then conclude the special on one last song.
Let's have a good old-fashioned Christmas down on the farm. A little overeating never did you any harm. Let's open up the presents, eat a turkey or two. It's a good old-fashioned Christmas, yodeling-oo. It's a good old-fashioned Christmas down on the farm. Let's stoke up the fire to keep our tootsies warm. Let's kick off the rooftop and sing a song or two. Let's do this again next year, yodeling-oo.
And that's Garfield's Christmas. While it isn't the most plot-dense thing ever made, it is a spectacular Christmas special. Almost as good as the original Charlie Brown one. You get Garfield's trademark sass, as well as some heartwarming moments too, a really fun soundtrack, and an excellent voice cast. It's a shame they don't really show this one on television anymore. Since Nickelodeon now owns the license rights to Garfield now, they could benefit from adding this special to their Christmas lineup along with Hey Arnold, Rugrats, and SpongeBob. I mean, he was in the Nicktoons Smash clone for Pete's sake. Why not? It'd be a great addition to their Christmas specials. Anyway, this has been the Koopa Man. Game on.
Hey, didn't the Nostalgia Critic do this exact same special last year?
He did? Well, crap. There goes any hopes of me getting any views for this video. He even used real cats. Oh well.
There's always next week, Koopa Man. There's always next week.